Hey guys, I'm Alethea, and this is the Blind Dive video blog. Heading your way in this episode, we're going to cover some dream jerking, some whacked out laws that are still in effect, and some of the world's dumbest criminals. So to start it all off, let the dreaming begin. Have you ever had the infamous dream where you're falling and helpless to stop? Do you wake up suddenly and find that your whole body is jerked at the exact point as you're about to hit the ground? Listen up, and I'm going to explain why and what it could mean. Falling in your dreams often reflects a sense of failure and inferiority in your daily life or achievements. In your dream, when you're falling, there's nothing to hold on to, nothing to stop you, you're totally out of control, and you're usually screaming and cussing the whole way down. Like that helps, right? According to Freud, falling to your death in a dream could indicate that you're contemplating giving into a sexual urge. But with Freud, everything is sexually related, right? Feeling out of control, lost, overwhelmed, these things seem pretty easy to interpret. But what about the sudden spasm that wakes you just as you're about to hit the ground? Well, there's an explanation for those too. It's called myoclonic jerks, sudden contractions of the body that are so great that they wake you from your sleep. They're commonly caused by irregular sleep schedules. Another theory states that as a person falls asleep, their muscles begin to relax and stop working, which in turn causes the brain to believe that the body must be falling through air. So the next time you find yourself thrashing about in your sleep, it's simply a body spasm. But if you work it out right, you can get a hit or two on your significant other and be able to explain it by science.
Come on, you're not fooling anybody.
Who that? Who that? Now, from jerking while sleeping to some laws where someone must have been asleep when they came up with them. Are you ready? Here we go. In Alabama, it's illegal for a driver to be blindfolded while driving a vehicle. In the UK, a pregnant woman can legally relieve herself anywhere she wants to. Talk about freedom. In Vermont, women must obtain written permission from their husbands to wear false teeth. I wonder, how many men actually want their women to have teeth? Wait. Okay, I'm not going to even go there. Also in Vermont, it's illegal to whistle underwater. Did someone actually drown themselves while trying to whistle underwater? Wow. In Thailand, it's illegal to leave your house without wearing underwear. While in Connecticut, for it to be officially declared a pickle, it must bounce when dropped. Okay. In Hawaii, it's illegal to put pennies in your ears, and in Michigan, a man legally owns his wife's hair after marrying her. How many women know about this? On the streets of New York, it's disorderly conduct for a man to greet another by placing the end of his thumb on the tip of his nose at the same time extending and wiggling his fingers. Awesome. In Cleveland, Ohio, women are forbidden from wearing patent leather shoes in public. In Rhode Island, it's illegal to throw pickle juice on a trolley. In South Carolina, no horses are allowed in the Fountain Inn unless they're wearing pants. Is there a market there for homemade horse pants? In Kentucky, it's illegal to transport an ice cream cone in your pocket. In New Mexico, females are strictly forbidden to appear unshaven in public. Unshaven where exactly? Never mind. In Pennsylvania, no man may purchase alcohol without written consent of his wife, as it should be. All of these laws are in effect, but I doubt that many are paid attention to. If they are, I'm so going to find my way to Connecticut for the pickle bouncing carnival. Now, from the lamest laws to the dumbest criminals. Yankton, South Dakota. A woman was arrested at her stepson's Boy Scout meeting. A policeman was demonstrating his drug dog's ability. The dog found a bag of weed in her purse. And to think, she could have gotten away with it if it weren't for that silly dog and those pesky kids. In Colorado Springs, a guy walks into a corner store with a shotgun and demands all the cash from the drawer. After the cashier puts the cash in a bag, the robber also demands a bottle of scotch. The cashier refuses because he doesn't believe that the robber's 21. The robber takes out his driver's license and shows the clerk that he is in fact over 21. So the cashier puts the scotch in the bag. The robber then runs from the store with all of his loot. The cashier promptly calls the police and gives the name and address of the robber that he got off of the license. They arrested the robber 2 hours later. This criminal was definitely on top of his game, all right. Drug possession defendant Christopher Jansen, on trial in Pontiac, Michigan, said that he'd been searched without a warrant. The prosecutor said that the officer didn't need a warrant because of the bulge in Christopher's jacket could have been a gun. Well, nonsense, says Christopher, who happened to be wearing the same jacket that day in court. He hands the jacket over to the judge so he could see it. The judge discovers that there's a packet of cocaine in the pocket, and he laughs so hard that he requires a 5-minute recess to compose himself. Priceless. Police got a call one morning from Dennis Quigley, the owner of a motorhome. Dennis had heard weird noises coming from outside his motorhome. Apparently, this thief was trying to siphon gas from his vehicle. In order to siphon one thing from another, you got to suck on the hose to get the liquid moving. Sometimes you can get a mouthful of whatever liquid you're trying to siphon. In this case, the thief sure got a mouthful, all right, of sewage. Ugh, he sucked from the wrong tank, getting the remnants of the motorhome's toilet instead of the gas tank. Police found vomit on the ground beside the young man who was curled up in a ball. Oh, I hope you weren't enjoying dinner for that one. Someone get that boy a Tic Tac and a stomach pump. From the twitches of dreams to the stories of moronic criminals, that's all we have for you today. Thanks again for watching, and tune in next time for some more of our discoveries. Beat it, skeezers!
Yeah, that works. That works. Beat it, skeezers.
Beat it, skeezers!
Okay.
Compliments to Tommy B. Miller. Yeah.